Hello everybody and welcome to That's Football. It's the big one. Absolutely incredible. Game of the century, Mark. It's actually not game of the century. It might be game of the decade. It's certainly game of the season. It's Manchester City hosting Liverpool on Sunday afternoon for the Premier League title, and you can watch it with us as a watch along on Sunday afternoon. But look, we're going to do combined 11. We're going to talk about the biggest battle of all, which is the tactical battle between Pep and Klopp. How do you approach this game? Man City win it. I think they win the title. Liverpool have to win it, and then it goes into the last few weeks where it's very intriguing when you look at their remaining fixtures. So we'll talk about all of that. But before we start, you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, the QR code that you can scan on your phone with your camera is from Manual, because today's show is sponsored by Manual. Manual is a British company dedicated to becoming the platform destination for men's health. They currently offer tailored and medically approved treatments for a variety of issues specific to men's health, including things like hair loss, erectile dysfunction, sleep health, skin care and daily health. They also offer blood tests to help men better understand their needs. Ultimately, their aim is to help men in all aspects of their physical and mental health. One of the most popular treatments Manual provides is for hair loss. 60% of men experience hair loss by the age of 35. Manual's treatment works for both preventative and more advanced cases of hair loss, and their personalised health assessment will find the best treatment for all such cases. Manual have given you, United Stand viewers, 50% off your first hair-related order when you use the code Goldbridge50. So use the code Goldbridge50 and you can get 50% off your first hair-related order. So head to the link in the description and see if Manual can quick and simply help with your health. Thank you very much to Manual, and do check it out with the link in the description, or you can scan the code by holding your phone up to the code next to me there. Big shout out to Manual. Don't forget it's 50% off with your first hair-related order with Goldbridge50. Right, on to Pep, on to Klopp. Let's talk about this massive game. Now, I don't know if anyone in the chat can tell us when we had a game like this. I think the Premier League's very exciting at the moment. The relegation battle, Burnley beating Everton, 1 point between the relegation spots between Everton in fourth, bottom, and the bottom three. You've got the race for top four hotting up now as well. It's a big weekend for that, with Arsenal playing Brighton, Spurs playing at Villa, and maybe United beat Everton and open that relegation battle a bit more and cling on to a hope of top four. But this weekend is about the race for the title. It's about Man City against Liverpool. It's about Liverpool going to the Etihad, a point behind Manchester City, knowing that if they win, they gain the momentum in the title race. On the flip side, Man City are at home. If they win this game, they go 4 points clear of Liverpool, and I think the title is over. I don't remember a title game this deep into the season for a while. Maybe I've just forgotten. I wouldn't say it's game of the decade. I'd say people will turn it into that, but it's certainly game of the season, and it's fitting as well that these two big competitors, Liverpool and Man City, which has been the big rivalry at the top end of the Premier League for the last few years now, it's great that they're playing each other in such a big game. Now, I predicted Man City would win the title at the start of the season. I'm going to stick with that, but I'm massively intrigued as to how you approach this game. I feel that Liverpool have got the momentum. I think Manchester City are holding on to the prize. What does Pep do? I think, fortunately for Man City, the way Pep Guardiola gets his team to play anyway is very possession-based and patient. And they played a game the other night against Atletico Madrid at the Etihad where they had to be patient and probe and not panic. So they'll come into this game, I think they'll play the way Man City play. I certainly don't think they're going to sit and go, let's get a draw, that's a good result for us. Liverpool have to win. Klopp has to go there to win, but he also has to be wise to the fact that winning 1-0 in the last 10 minutes is as good as trying to win the game and leaving the door open in the first half. So I think we will see respect from both teams. Attacking wise, both teams are more than capable of scoring goals. So I don't think we'll see, I'd love to think it'll be a 4-4 or something like that, but I don't think we'll see that unless we get an early event. And by an early event, I mean an early goal. I expect it to be quite cagey in the first half, and I think second half, gradually, Liverpool will go for it more and more, and Man City will obviously try and pick them off maybe with the gaps that they will leave. Having said that, it wouldn't surprise me if Man City dominated possession and probed Liverpool and they looked to hit on the break. It's a very, very hard game to read, because Liverpool do need to win it, and I'll explain why. But do they need to win it to the extent that they just go for it in the last 20 minutes and leave the door open and go, well, it's a win or a loss? Because if they lose, the title's gone. If they draw, I think the title's gone, but it's not definitely gone. So, and the reason I would say that as well is, the reason I think Liverpool have got to win, because people will say, well, it's only a point, a draw is not a bad result. But when you look at the run-ins, Man City's run-in is far easier than Liverpool. Now, I wouldn't say that if it's a draw, Liverpool won't win the league. They could win every game and Man City could drop a point. But ultimately, your destiny is in your own hands. And I think Liverpool are fully aware, and Klopp's fully aware, that if it's a draw, they're a point behind City and they're waiting for someone else to do them a favour. That doesn't make sense when you've just played a game where you can do yourself the big favour. So Liverpool have to win. And you look at Liverpool's run-in compared to City, and looking at it, Man City have got a lot of games against teams that are on the beach or in the bottom half, which you'd expect them to win. And their away games, I think, if I remember correctly, Man City's 2 toughest games really are Wolves away and West Ham away. After this, Wolves away and West Ham away. And you wouldn't definitely say they're going to drop points there. Whereas Liverpool's running, they've got Villa away, Southampton away, but they've also got United, Spurs and Arsenal at home. Now, look, not Arsenal at home, they've got Everton. United, Spurs, Everton at home, and then they've got Southampton and Villa away. That's not their last 5 games. I just think they're the selected hardest 5 they've got out of their running. You'd expect them to beat United, Spurs and Everton at Anfield, to be fair. But they've also got the Champions League to play. Champions League semi-final to play. Nothing's over if it's a draw, but I feel that Man City will win the title if it's a draw, and I think Liverpool have to win this game. And I think even if Liverpool did win this game and go 2 points clear of Man City, I still think the door's ajar for Man City. So it's all to do for Liverpool. I think Man City's job is, if you win this game on Sunday, you've won the title, you can focus on the Champions League. That's the prize for them. For Liverpool, the prize is go and win this and use the momentum to go and grab the title off City, who've been top for ages. A draw just makes it intriguing, but probably just, I think Man City would edge it. What result do I want? I don't know, because I'm a Man United fan, so I don't want Liverpool to level up with us, but I also don't want Man City to win and then know that they can just fully focus on the Champions League, because I don't want them to win that. So I'd probably like a draw. I probably would like a draw from a Man United point of view, because Liverpool win and they look like they're getting the 20 times like we've had. Man City win and I think they can coast the league and then focus on the Champions League, which I don't want them to win. So I probably want a draw, but my prediction is that I think we will get a winner. I think the draw is the lazy assessment of the game. I think we will get a winner. And I do think if I had to go for a winner, I would go Liverpool, because I think Liverpool at the moment just have more momentum than Man City. Man City, look, if it wasn't Liverpool, it wasn't Man City, and you asked me which team I prefer, it's Liverpool. But I feel that they've got the momentum at the moment. Man City probed against Atletico Madrid, but Atletico Madrid didn't really attack. I think you can get at Man City, and I think Liverpool will get at Man City. And look, the only thing I'm really hoping is that the referee doesn't ruin this game with an early yellow card that leads to a red card, or there's a dodgy VAR decision. We don't want anybody sent off. This is the Premier League. This is the best game in the Premier League season. And as an advert for the Premier League and what has been and will be a very interesting title race, you want that to be 11 against 11 for 90 minutes. Unless somebody does something absolutely horrific, you want to keep players on the pitch. Let's hope a referee or a VAR doesn't make it about them. That's what I would say. So I'm going to go with I want a draw, but if there's going to be a winner, I feel it will be Liverpool, which would blow this title race wide open, because I think even if Liverpool went 2 points ahead with the win, I still don't think they're over the line. Combined 11, I think this is going to be very interesting. Do get your combined 11s in below. I'm going to go with Alisson in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back, Van Dijk and Diaz if he was fit. If he's not fit, I'd go Matip. I know he's not fit at the weekend, but I'm just saying weekend game or general, I would go Diaz and Van Dijk, but I know he's not available at the weekend, so I would go Matip. Left back would be Cancelo. So it's Liverpool's whole back four apart from Cancelo, and if Diaz is fit. My holding midfielder would be Fabinho. I'd go Gundogan box to box and De Bruyne as the attacking midfielder. So Man City dominate the midfield there. And then my front three would obviously be Salah off the right, Mane off the left, and I'm in two minds here, because I really would love to be saying Harry Kane or Lewandowski or Benzema, a real top quality number 9. But in what we've got to choose from, it's between the two Portuguese lads for me. It's either Bernardo Silva or it's Jota. And I think on season, I'd have to go Bernardo Silva. But personally, I'd like somebody that's got a little bit more about them in the box. And that would be Jota. I think he's, especially with his head, he's such a threat in that position as this sort of false 9, sort of can get goals in the box, whereas Bernardo Silva, I think, would just be an out-and-out false nine, and I'm not sure that's his best position anyway. I'm just trying to shoehorn Bernardo Silva in, but I think I would go with Jota. I mean, you could, there'll be shouts for Diaz, there'll be shouts to throw Foden in, but I think my front three would be Mane, Jota, and Salah, which makes me realise actually I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Man City, 7 Liverpool players in there, which shows you at the moment I feel that Liverpool probably do have the momentum. The manager, I'll be controversial, I'd go Klopp over Pep anyway, I've always said that, and I know that's going to be the minority view, but I just prefer the way Klopp plays football to Pep. But, I know I'm in the minority with that one. I think you could easily do a team that's a Man City with Ederson. You would still have Trent, obviously. I think people might go Diaz, Van Dijk and Cancelo, Rodri, Gundogan, De Bruyne, and then you could put maybe find a place for Foden in there. So I can see how you can go both ways. The fact is they're both evenly matched sides, and that's why we've got a very good title race, and that's why they're both doing very well in the Champions League and both in the FA Cup, and that's why Liverpool won the Carabao Cup. They're both very good sides. My fear is, and I will say this publicly, my fear is that Manchester United's treble is up for grabs this year, and if one of them did it, I couldn't sit here and say it's undeserved. You've got crowds in the stadium. You've got a very competitive Champions League like United did in '99. You've got a very worthy competitor like United had with Arsenal in '99. There's no excuse. I don't think we'll see a treble, but if we do, I'm not ready for it. I don't want to see it, but the circumstances for Liverpool or Man City, if they do deliver it, is right. Last year I felt Liverpool were injured. Chelsea were going through transition. United was shit. There was no fans in the ground. It would have been a joke if Man City had won a treble because there was too many circumstances that made it a bit false. This year, I think it's a possibility. My hope is they're both so good they'll cancel each other out. One will win the league, one will win the Champions League, something like that. But look, that is an opportunity. I suppose that's a backdrop. There's one of these teams could clean sweep. Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup. Of course, Liverpool have got the Carabao Cup as well. So it's going to be really interesting. It's a massive game on Sunday. Don't forget we're going to be doing a watch-along for it. We're also doing a watch-along for the F1 as well. That's racing. 6 a.m. on Sunday for the Australian GP. Make sure you smash a like on the video and subscribe. Check out Manual. You can just hold your phone up with your camera on. It will take you to the site. You can get 50% off with the Goldbridge 50 code. Check it out. Thanks to Manual, and I'll speak to you all soon.